Boy, I am back. And this is more like a thank you video. Let's just be honest. I jumped from 16 subscribers to 96 in the last couple of days. So this video is for you, and thank you for clicking like and subscribe. And yeah, it really helps because it keeps me motivated to keep doing this because you can't see what's happening here. I'm in my bedroom. And how did you like that thumbnail? Because I had to get permission from the missus, the boss, to record that in our bedroom where I'm currently taping this. Taping. How old am I, boomer? So today we're going to be discussing firewalld, and it's the demon of firewalls. It's a real nutcracker. So let's take a deep dive and see what's happening. Okay, cut, that sucked. Cut my life into pieces. This is... Okay. Let's get this festival of a tutorial going, and a brief history lesson that takes 5 seconds. Don't skip ahead. It's super important for nobody, for no reason. But first, in Linux, you had IP chains, then you had IP tables, and now you have NF tables, and you're all cut up. Okay. If you're a Linux ninja rummaging around the Linux landscape of distributions, you might run into IP tables more often than NF tables, but NF tables are becoming more popular. And then also, now you have firewalld to sit above them both like a puppet master and just telling them what to do and what not to do. So that's what we're going to discover today is firewalld. It has amazing powers. And it's easy to use. Win-win. Okay, a great place to start is do systemctl status and then check if firewalld is actually running and enabled. So you can see it's enabled, it's active. That is amazing. If you do need to activate it, it's just systemctl enable now firewalld.service at your service. So let's start by checking firewall-cmd get default zone. We're running the public one. Let's just check what this sucker is doing. As you can see right here, it's running SSH, DHCP-v6 client, and a cockpit, and port 8080 for TCP. So let's let's start just by adding another port. Why not? Talking about ports, a nice thing to know is if you can't remember port names or how they map or whatever, let's say you run SSTUL, whatever, depends on the parameters that you run. You might just get a name like that. So if you want to know, let's do grep SSH etc services. Check etc services, and then you can see SSH port 22, etc. So if you ever have a funny name show up instead of something you know, you can always use SS to map to cut out the names and just show the port numbers. But if you see the name and you're like, what's that? Do grep, let's say doom etc services. And then you can see, if you see MDQS, you're like, what's that? You can see, of course, it's 666. Doom. TCP, UDP. So that's a good thing to know. etc services, sweet. Let's start by firewall-cmd add port. Doesn't matter. 3180 TCP. So now we've added that port, and let's do list all again. And you can see it's right here. What's happening right now, it only exists in the runtime config for firewalld. So let's do cat etc firewalld. That's where all of your stuff about firewalld exists. It's its home. Zones, and then what was the public one? We're running that one. So you can see the compact, SSH, and DHCP. You don't have 8080 or 3180. So what's going to happen if I do systemctl restart firewalld.service? Let's do list all. you can see both of them are gone, and the reason is they just existed in the runtime config. It was not written to the config file. So what you have to do on the job, in the exam, whatever, is do permanent. Don't forget that. So if we do restart and let's list all, you're going to see 3180 because it actually exists in the config file. Sweet. So another thing that we should talk about is get services. Here you have labels or names for a bunch of services, and you don't have to put the TCP port number or UDP manually in. So let's do something like firewall-cmd add service, and let's do something borderline cool. Let's do that so we can add multiple ones at the same time. Puppet master. We're good. And what did I do now is I didn't use the permanent switch. So you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. We all know. So you can see now we have Puppet Master, HTTPS, HTTP, but that stuff is going to be lost if I reboot the server or I restart firewalld, the service. We need to discuss zones in more detail, but check out the link in the description down below, linux.ninja. I have a blog for this video. It has more details than I can tell you right now because I can't remember all of it. Anyways, let's do firewall-cmd get zones. Here you can see the zones that are available, and right now I'm running the public one. Let's see what's all involved with these zones. List all zones. So let's do that again. See, let's do public, active, we're running that one. Work. So you can see the options that it has. And if you want to just look at the home for these, user lib firewalld, there's more stuff here for you to check out for sure. But here you can see the zones, and let's say we just want to cat, let's do work. For use in work areas, yeah, okay, shocking. You mostly trust the other computers on the networks to not harm your computer. Only selecting, okay. It's like life. I mostly trust other people. So let's say you want to, not systemctl, firewall, set default zone work and success. And with this one, you do not have to set the permanent switch. It's just permanent. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's do firewall cmd and just do list all just to confirm. Work, as you can see, work is active. So now you know about zones, what's available, how to use them, and what's next? Well, this commercial break is over and I am back. I just had a massive brain fart. I could not remember what I was talking about, where I was, who I am, who am I? And I gathered my thoughts, and before I get lost in the wilderness of my mind again, I will tell you something important. So firewalld.conf, check that out, because remember when I was telling you that firewalld is kind of like the puppet master of IP tables, NF tables, telling them what to do and what not to do. If you check that out, you can see what backend you are yunning. Yunning. I am sweet as Göteborg. Yunning. No, running. So I'm running NF table, so that is good stuff. And you can also see log denied off. So that is my last tidbit of information. Do not leave right away. Listen to me, people. So let's do firewall cmd set log denied all. This is a temporary thing. Do not forget to switch this thing off. So let's do journal ctl -k, so we only see kernel messages. Grep reject, such a reject. So what I did was I just installed Nginx. I did not allow any traffic to it. So what firewalld was doing was it was just rejecting it left and right. And so now you know. So if you're having issues, turn on denied, put it to all, and then also check out the rejects. And then for the love of all that's holy, do off. I think that's it. There are plenty of things that we can discuss. If you want to go into further detail, I doubt that anybody wants that. So let's just be honest. This is how the cookie crumbles. This is just to get you it's a good taste. It's a good taste. I think I should eat more. I'm not going to supply you with more. Check out my blog. There's more there. There's links to other blogs, and it's gold. So I hope you have a good day, and just want to say hi again to my 96 subscribers. Love you all. Until next time, which is going to be a video about switch to Linux. I'm going to give you a uber duper personal opinion about that trend and myself and the issues that I've had. And stay tuned.